Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. What a miraculous success story. Dr. Swagata का स्वागत है हमारे success story में, हमारे Carnegie Club success story में. What a powerful story. Dr. Swagata Mukherjee, I want you to introduce yourself to our audience, to our viewers on YouTube.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving me the opportunity to speak. And I'm so glad and proud to be a part of the Think and Grow Rich community and finally getting to speak and tell everybody about my story. So I'm a gynecologist practicing in the city of Bangalore for the past decade.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
A good experience. And
Yeah.
so, Dr. Swagata, what's your success story? Let us go directly inside. What is your success story? Because you look very happy right now. So let me just go directly ask you.
Yeah. So there are two aspects to my success story. So the first part was going back to October 2022. I was very sick. I had the severe gastritis. I was not able to eat. And I was suffering a lot physically. So but no medicines or injections or whatever I took was not working. So definitely I understood there was something more to a physical problem. So I was very, very stressed and unhappy. I did not realize right away what was going on, but over a period of time, it hit me that no. Once I recovered from the physical illness, I felt deep down I was feeling very empty and unhappy with whatever I was doing professionally.
Sure.
Though I was very good at whatever I was doing, but I was not happy. That was what was bothering me. And it took me a while to even realize that I was not happy and it was affecting my mental health.
Right. So this was just very recently in October, I mean, so
Yes.
Just about 60 days. And then when did you join our community, ma'am?
Yeah. So what happened? I quit my job. So one day I just decided that I was not happy and I did not want to do it. This is enough. Okay. And I quit my job and I wanted to take a break for a couple of months. Okay. So that is November and December.
Right.
That was after I recovered from my physical illness.
Okay.
And I was at home. Basically, I wanted to take time off and think what else could I do which would make me happy as my profession.
Absolutely.
But it was very, very difficult. Once I was sitting at home trying to think what else I could do. I was so depressed, and I was like sinking in a sea of darkness. There was no light. Nobody to help me. Even my own family members, my friends could not understand what I was going through. So what I did, I had a friend who was a psychiatrist, and I had a chat with her, like a casual chat. Okay. She said that if you're not happy with what you're doing, then you should quit and, think of an alternative career. I said, yeah, okay, that I would consider that. But she told me that I have to be started on meds.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I came back home. I was in a dilemma. My doctor instincts were like, yeah, I should follow her advice, but I did not. I wanted to take time before I took a decision. Right. I spoke to my family members, my friends. Nobody could even knew what I was going through or understand what I was going through. So I had to pretty much decide on my own. So during that period,
yeah.
Yeah, during that period, my very good friend, Uma, she is also in the TAGR community for quite some time now. So she could feel that I was, not fine. And she was very persistent. She told me there is this wonderful community which has transformed her life. And she really wanted me to join the community. And that has changed her life. And she believed that this would definitely change my life too.
Right.
Initially, when I heard, and I was like, another motivational program? No, I've joined so many and it didn't add any value to my life.
True.
I don't want to do this again.
Right.
She was like, no, you have to do. She was very persistent and I loved that about her.
Right.
So finally, I agreed to join the community.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was something like a turning point for you. And then what happened?
Yes.
What happened then? What happened?
Yes. So after joining the community, you, sir, taking all the priming sessions every day, every single day. I joined the community for all the priming sessions, and the Monday to Friday sessions also, and listening to Stranger's Secret on a day-to-day basis, following the daily rituals,
Yeah.
reading the book by
Yeah.
Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
Yes.
Initial few days, I did not feel much of a difference.
Mm.
But when weeks went by, there was a sudden shift started happening in my life. It was so magical.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, I
My
think
mood started shifting. I started smiling again.
we can see that.
Yeah. It just changed my mindset, my thoughts. I understood how powerful our thoughts are.
Yeah.
No, it can change our lives. So I started being very careful about what I think.
Yes.
It changed my thinking process. It made me more motivated. And
Right.
holding the gold card in my hand, it was the
Ah,
biggest treasure in my life. I had a reason to live. At
nice.
least for my goals now, I had a reason to get up every day.
Right.
It
Amazing.
felt so wonderful, and I felt ripples of joy and inspiration. And
Right.
you, sir, you were so wonderful and such a gem of a person, sir. Like, you have transformed my life truly.
Thank
And
you.
the community, I
Yeah.
got so many friends, hundreds of people cheering for me and
Yes.
inspiring me, motivating me, supporting me, helping me. It was so amazing. It was so magical.
Oh, wow, I think this is so
Yeah.
fantastic because see, most of the people who are dealing with this kind of emotional kind of a trauma, and they take the easier way out. I'm not saying as a doctor that's wrong or bad to take medications, but you had something that, okay, I don't want to go into that medication route. I'm not saying it's wrong or bad, but let me try. Let me give it a try to this, and let me see how can I heal myself, and how can I change my thoughts, and I can really change my life. And you did this, and you did it so quickly. This is hats off to you, because see, we are
All
there.
because of you, sir.
No. So see, we are there to give you the value, but sometimes the trust, the faith, and the belief systems, and you having the discipline to follow the rituals, I think that's the key thing which has got the results in such a short span of time. So I can see the smile, I can see the charm on your face right now, and nobody can say that, okay, you are going through this upheaval just 60 days back. Nobody could say.
A couple of months back. Yeah. So coming on to the second part.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah. So this was the first part, and I started feeling happy. So now my brain started working. So I started applying for jobs, and I got few jobs, but it was the same type of jobs that I was already doing in the past. So I was like, what's the point? It's time tested. I'm not happy doing what I was doing. So there's no point. So it again took some time before I took a decision.
Right.
During that period, after a few days, I got this amazing offer to change my specialty. So I was offered a consultant post by one of the leading infertility centers of India. They are one of the best in the country.
Wow.
And also a free training program with a 100% salary hike.
100% salary hike.
Yes. It was unbelievable.
This is crazy.
Yeah. It was so amazing. I couldn't believe how my life was changing.
Amazing. I mean, these are like out of the park, Swagata.
Yes.
Because I mean, you're getting your dream job, doing something which you are selecting. I don't want this to do. I'm changing my specialty, and I'm getting a free training. I think it was worth lakhs of rupees of free training.
Yes.
Yeah. And also a salary hike, which is 100%.
Yes.
I think this is so powerful. I think you have now got that knack. You've got that pulse that I can truly think and grow rich. Now you've got the momentum that nothing can stop you. Whatever be the hurdles, obstacles, but you're going to go straight forward to get the results. I can see that. So, Dr. Swagata, for people, since you are from a left brain, see, I'm a CA MBA. So, as a professional, you are a doctor practicing gynecology for the last 10 years. And for people who would be like, what is this positive thinking, motivation, this goal card system? I mean, this is also hokey pokey. This is all crap stuff. I mean, coming from a left brain educated background, what do you think is the main thing which really got you the results? I mean, you had to pause your logic, or you had to surrender. What was it that really got you the results?
What really worked for me was becoming more self-aware. So at a deeper level. So actively, I was never thinking negative, and I was not even aware of my emotional health. I was so
Correct.
busy doing busy things,
So
busy
powerful.
being busy and thinking about others. I did not pay attention to the quality of my thoughts, which I was not even aware of. So when I started pausing, whenever I had a negative thought, I paused. I changed the quality of my thoughts. I started thinking positive. And
Wow.
also constantly attending the sessions
Yeah.
and reading the book and getting inspired by other people's success stories and being surrounded by such a positive and motivating environment that you created, sir.
Right. I think, yeah, that,
And yeah, your motivation and inspiration is like everything together. There was just a sudden shift.
yeah, the perfect recipe was
Yes.
there, and you just like have this kind of a thing ready. I think everything worked and fall into place because of your good deeds. And I think this is so powerful. Although it's a very simple thing which you mentioned, that being aware of our own self and then taking those right actions of correction. I think even if we just get that kind of insight of being aware of what we are thinking or who we are or what is our behavior, I think that's such a profound thing, and you become more aware, more watchful of your thoughts. And that's the real power. So, Dr. Swagat, I'm so happy for you. I think sky is the limit for you for 2023. Uh,
Thank you so much, sir.
and,
One more thing I would want to add on is, so sometimes it's very scary to change your specialty or change your job or whatever you want to do, which you have been doing for so long. So
yes,
even when I got the offer, it was a bit scary. Like before, I could say yes.
yes.
But then what worked was that time recently, we were all reading the chapter, How to Outwit Your Fears.
Ah,
We worked. I was very fearless. I was aware of what are the fears and I knew how to
wow.
overcome. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna say no. So I had the courage to say yes.
Perfect timing, Dr. Swagata. I think that chapter, which was the final chapter of
Yes,
thinking, perfect timing for this to
yes,
happen. I think, yeah. So it's more about how we are growing in our life. And this is a very powerful thing which you have experienced, that we can only grow in our life when we are having that kind of uncomfortness, when you are having that some element of fear, but you take that action despite the fear,
yes.
right? So you had the courage to take that action despite the fear, which made the biggest difference. So this is like you're following the principles. I mean, this is what, I mean, we have studied, but you're actually living those principles. So, so happy for you, Dr. Swagata. Final words before we close. Something which you want to share with our audience, something which you want to share to people who are still skeptical, those doctors and chartered accountants like us who are like, what is this, BS gold card? What do you want to share to them? What is your opinion about this community which you have built across? Some final words.
Yes. So I would want to tell the people out there that if anybody could relate to my story, I would just want to say that there is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So no matter how much darkness you are going through, there is hope for you. And there is a beautiful community created by our wonderful mentor, Sidharth Shah, that can transform and change your life. So if you get a chance to join this community, you are blessed.
Beautiful. I think I'm so blessed to have you in my community and me giving an opportunity to serve you and help you to make a difference.
Thank you,
I think
son.
in the
So
last,
humble.
I think I've done many success stories, but the way you put it across the final words, it really touched my heart. And I think, thank you for being and trusting us. And we are committed to you for a lifetime, Dr. Swagata. May God bless you with the grand success.
Thank you, sir. You don't know what you are doing. You are transforming lives each and every day. It's the best thing anybody can do.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting us. This is Dr. Swagata. If you could relate to her story, then just follow what she has mentioned and just click the link and enter our community. This is not an online program. It's a powerful support system which can help you for a lifetime. Like, share, subscribe to our channel, and also share Swagata's story. Maybe that could make a difference in someone's life. Okay. Thank you, doctor, for your time, and God bless. Thank you so much. Thank you.